begin. The mic is live, the camera rolls. He's navigating brand new stogies in 8 scrolls. He talks about the draw, the construction, the feel. Is it worth the money? Is this the real deal? Raise the body like a beauty in a brown dress. Keeps the mood relaxed, not give in to fools. Legs learn a thing or two, because that's what we do. The leader of the Shadow Smokers Legion, a dreamer finds shadows from different regions. In a haze of white smoke, the community meets, sharing good times and sharing smoky trees. Not just reviewing, but everything about life. A smoky sanctuary where the viewers can roam. So pour a drink and settle back. Follow the soy sauce absence digital track. You taste the blood, a thoughtful pause. Let's go. Every single day, gotta make something great. That's my way. Cut the cap and strike the match. Watch the flame dance slow. The world is rushing past the glass, but in here we take it slow. Leave the noise out on the street. Hang your coat and stay. 40 minutes, maybe 2 hours, to wash the day away. Just the crackle of the leaf, the orange glowing rain. It's the quiet kind of melody that only patience sings. It's a slow burn, the long draw, the drift of gray and white, sinking into leather chairs, deep into the night, with a glass of amber liquid, creating circles on the wood. Yeah, we're trading time for flavor, and it's understood. It ain't about the hurry, it ain't about the haste. It's just the art of stopping time in a smoky kind of maze.
Hey guys, 欢迎说一下and welcome to another episode of Smokes and Panels and Live. So I adjust the sound again, like every day. It actually looks like I have too much gain right now. It looks bad. Okay, so I adjust the sound again, and hopefully today is slightly better. Hopefully slightly better. Okay, and so we'll go from there. Today is another like a chat kind of night, and the cigar I'm gonna smoke today is the Jake Wyatt Herbert Spencer Toro. I've been looking at Val smoking Jake Wyatt for like a few weeks now, and it just makes me want to smoke it myself. So like I have to smoke it today. I just smoked one today. All right. Today we don't have much of like agenda per se, because tomorrow I'm actually driving up to my brother's wedding thing. So in theory, it's like a pre-celebration. Just relax, don't do too much kind of thing. You know, don't do too much things on the days precedes the important times. Right? So like nothing go crazy. I'm not gonna go crazy. After the show, I supposed to go pack some luggage. I mean, like clothing and stuff like that, so that I can go. And so today I'm just like a relaxing. Don't do too much. Don't get stressed. Don't get into trouble kind of night. Even though I think usually what gets me in trouble is the chat kind of night. So anyway, here we go. Pervert? What pervert? Herbert. 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 Not pervert. Herbert. Okay? I think Val should jump on soon. We'll see. It's a raining kind of day. Oh my God, loose straw. Raining kind of day. Tomorrow's gonna rain again when I drive up to New York. I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I know I'm busy tomorrow night, so during the day I probably go check out some cigars. I think that's best I can. That's the least I can do is to go check out some cigars. The question is where. Like I don't know if I want to go to Davidoff because tax is very high right now in New York. But like go somewhere else. Like I guess it's an optional thing. It's like an option of what option I have. In terms of variation, I think right now Davidoff don't have a lot of variation. I really should go to like Casa de Monte Cristo or something to check out some cigars for myself. Okay, one of the things is today I supposed to and I will plan to show you guys the Oliva soccer ball. And the problem with the Oliva soccer ball is it did not arrive. It did not arrive yesterday. It was delayed. It actually arrives tomorrow. So I don't get to show it to you guys until I get back. Now, when I was talking about this, Saturday I may or may not have a show, and I really do want to have a show on Saturday so that I can show you guys the soccer ball so that I can smoke it. So I'm gonna try my best to have a show Saturday. I may not though. I may not. So you're torn between the PG 25, 25. That's actually a pretty good cigar. That PG is really a surprisingly good cigar. What's wrong with that? At mid. Hey, Val.
Hey, how's it going? Man, I just had a hard time connected in for some reason. It was me.
Well, what's going on?
I kept pressing the wrong tab. And every time I press it, it kicked me into something else. No, that's not what I want. Hit it again, kick me out again, hit it again.
I'm telling you, you gotta give me the right account so I can send you to the right event, and then like
Yeah, I got to do that. I'll do that. I'll try to get that done. I will try to get that done.
All right, let me see. Tonight's cigar looks like McAuliffe.
Yes, it's a McAuliffe. It's a McAuliffe something. I can't read the thing. McAuliffe.
Yeah, the photo is blurry. I won't be able to tell what
Yeah,
that is.
it's McAuliffe. Hell, I don't know.
Put it onto the camera. Put it onto the camera.
It's a nice looking band.
Oh, okay, okay. To your right. To your. Here we go. Go for. All right. Stop. Gomez Sencha family, 19 something something.
Yeah, that's a nice looking band. It'd be nice if it was a green band, but you know. All right.
Not everything has a green. You know, green is actually just blue and yellow. So if you have blue and yellow, technically you have green. Technically.
Technically, yes, until you combine them. Yes. Oh man, what a day. What a day. I had a rough day yesterday. And the day before that. Tried to cut the grass and it rains on me. Tried to cut the grass and it rains on me.
Maybe it's time to invest in a grass cutting robot.
You know, I did see something like that. Yeah, you just set it up and it cuts the grass for you.
Yeah.
The problem is that even if it's raining, I'm not getting wet. The machine is getting wet, but the grass is wet, and you're having a hard time cutting it. It's going to clump up.
No. Okay. So what you do is you don't cut it until you have it cut before it rained.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. You check the weather. All right. Now, for me, I could, but I do not cut the grass before 11 a.m.
Okay.
because the moisture from the morning right now still, the grass is still damp. It's still wet.
Okay.
So I have to wait for time to go by, cross my fingers that the sun is out, cross my fingers that I get a good breeze to help dry
No, but
it
then
along
like
with the
all
air.
that stuff will be done by the app that literally look at the weather, the moisture, the dew point, the temperature before it started.
Okay, but look at, this is what I'm saying. Now, so I look at the weather, and the weather tells me, hey, it's not going to rain until 8 p.m. All right, I got from, 11 o'clock to 7 p.m. before it starts to rain. I could get it done in that time. Now, by the time I get stuff out to get my lawnmower going, all right, I make 2 passes. And all of a sudden it got cloudy and I felt a sprinkle. I said, oh no, it's not going to rain. So I kept cutting. And all of a sudden I felt raindrops. I said, oh hell. By the time I got it back to my garage, it was coming down. So, yeah, the weather app was not true. Was not true. Because I
Well,
figured I had plenty of time.
I think that we have decided that being weather forecast is like the only few job where you can be wrong, it'll be okay. Now, I don't know if long-lived Tiberius is having a delay on the video. Maybe he want to reload because it seems like he have a delay of what we're talking about.
Oh, here's the lag, little lag.
And he said that he thinks that's the crema, La Crema. It's not. So what happens? I looked at it. La Crema's band is not that band. So I am going to check online what band that is.
I am gonna have me little devil, whatever I got here.
Now that band is blue, right? Basically, I'm gonna say looks like.
Whose band? My band?
Yeah, your band is blue, right? He says it's not green, so it's not green.
No, it's not green. I'm thinking it's orange. I said it would be better if it was green.
No, the color behind the font.
Oh, yeah. It's blue.
It's blue.
Yeah, it's blue. It's blue.
But it's a single band, right? It's not two bands, right? Single band.
Single band.
Well, that's a problem. I can't find that cigar. Let me see. Actually, that could be gray. I mean, that's I mean, on yours is color. On mine is not. Hey,
Yeah.
Steve.
I was looking at the logo as the color, not the band itself, because it's got orange around the back.
Right. It's got the okay. But like, I'm looking at the background of the band because that's what changes
Okay.
the cigar.
This is the Nicaragua.
Because usually the name is on the second band, but that
Nicaragua
doesn't
handmade.
have. Oh, I think I found it.
This is Nicaragua handmade.
That cigar is the McCullough cigar Experiencia. So the wrapper is Habano Nicaraguan, Cubancy. The binder and filler is Gomez Sanchez House Reserve Secret Blend.
Okay.
So
So it's a
how long is that?
007.
Oh, okay. So I think he might be right where he said that's the La Crema, but I think La Crema has the second band.
This is a 007 cigar.
Was there a
Because
foot bed
it's
on
got
that
a
cigar?
secret blend. It's 007.
Because there's two sizes, 5.5 by 58 and 7 by 52. That looks like a 52. Yeah, so 7 by 50.
I
Yeah,
think-
so it is the La Crema.
Yeah, I think it is a 52.
La Crema, the experience, yeah.
This is a good tasting cigar. I'm telling you.
If it's good, it's good. If it's good, it's good. But I'm not really into McCullough. To be honest, I
you
haven't
know-
smoked too many of them.
Yeah, I haven't smoked too many of them.
Oh, so that's from Tiberius. Okay.
Yes, this is from Long Live All Hail Tiberius.
That's why he
Yeah.
knows. I was like, well, how did you know? Like, I
Yeah.
couldn't find it.
Yeah,
it's La Crema.
it's good. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes.
I've been having a few bad days too. Like, whatever I do, the things that I do did not end right, did not do well. And, obviously, facing the problem with my brother in New York, that's a little bit of tough things. It's a few tough things that's in the play. So yeah, today don't have a very I don't have a very important agenda. We're just gonna chat about different things. And if you guys have a good topic that you want to talk about, throw in the chat. We'll change the topic whenever somebody else come out with a better topic. Okay, we'll change topic whenever somebody come up with a better topic. I mean that's usually a pretty good like guidelines. Like when somebody come up with an even better topic that we can talk about, we just change topic.
Let's talk about something there.
Yeah.
I want to bring something about the PCA.
Okay.
And here's my thought. I'm watching a lot of these cigar reviewers, cigar content creative people, and my impression is this. This is the way I look at it. They always seem to be wanting to interview big names.
Okay.
Okay, I want to interview Steve Saka. I want to interview Michael Herklotz. I want to interview Puente, whatever, big names.
Okay.
What me as a regular, average, everyday type of smoker, okay, I want to see them interview the small brands.
I do see
I
it.
want to see them interview the brands that have been around for only a couple of years, get a little bit about their story, where they started from, how they've been going, how it's going for them now, that kind of thing. Because, you know, the Drew Estate is going to be there. The Fuente is going to be there. The Padron is going to be there. All those big brands, you know, they've got history. They've got legacy. They've, you know, they've proven they've got staying power. Now, I mean, the cigar industry is small, and it's small, but it's a large industry. It's a large industry, but it's a small business. It's a big business, and yet it's small. It's weird. It's weird how that falls into play. But as the business world comes into play, it is a small business, right? But a lot of these brands may start up and they don't last. They don't last. You know, but the ones that make it, and the breakthrough is getting to that 3 to 5 year mark. And I think once you make that 5 year mark, you're on a good pathway. You're on a good road. You're on a good map way to success. So I want to hear about those smaller brands. You know, that's me. Okay, that's me.
I think that is not a correct depiction of what's going on. So I think they do go to the smaller brand, but I think what you're saying are even smaller, even more beginner brand, right? Even not even like, you know, they just started 1 year kind of brand. That's the kind of brand that you want to see interview about. Here's the problem.
Anywhere from, if this is my first year, well, tell me about it. This is my second year. Well, okay, you started last year, and now you're.
All right, let me ask you this question. Is West Tampa a new brand? Would that fall into that category?
Yes,
West Tampa?
yes.
Definitely
it's a
interview
new
West
brand,
Tampa.
although you have a well-known, well-recognized person in the industry, but he started his brand up. And we could say that about Dunbarton. You have a well-known, you know, highly successful man in the cigar industry, and yet he started his brand up. Now, mind you, both of those people I just mentioned, their experience in bringing their line along is going to be totally different than someone really, really relatively new in business, because they have all that industry experience, that industry background, that knowledge, that working, the connections, the relationships. You know, they already have that established. So that gives them a head up. But they're still a new industry.
Okay.
Until they get to that, I think until you get to that 5 year point, then you can say, yeah, I'm on.
But did you go through the half wheel information? They pretty much report every single line. And here's the thing, right? Let's say if you are the YouTuber or the people, you're a journalist, right? And what the people want to know first is usually the biggest news. And the problem with the biggest news is waiting line, right? So if they already use a lot of time to wait in line to get the biggest news.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's my answer to that. I'm going to the PCA next year. An example. I'm not going, but I'm just saying, I'm going to the PCA next year. Based on the attendance there, a lot of those people there are going to be back.
Yes.
So I am going to right now contact them, send them an email. Can I get an interview with you, you know, on this date at approximately this time, and it'll last X amount of minutes?
See, this is what you don't understand, and I think I understand that part better. Is that if you're a journalist and media, you only have a certain time slot that you're allowed to go interview them. After that, it's our business.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't get all day. So there's I think there's only a few hours in that day that you're allowed to go interview people.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm the brand owner. I'm the brand owner, right? I'm the brand owner. And I got 2 other people with me for the brand. Okay?
Okay.
and we've already discussed business. I'm there because it's my brand. I want to represent the brand. I want to go out there and talk to people, but they're going to do the business aspect.
Okay.
So I got time to do a 5-minute interview. Okay.
Okay.
And I think that's the key. I think the key is the time frame. You know, I think you have to be consistent if you want to get a lot of interviews in. And you may not get an in-depth interview, like a 20-minute interview.
No, everybody get a very short interview. If you watch this video, everybody get a very, very short interview. Very, very short interview.
Well, no, that's after editing. You see the short interview. What
No.
that time in
Like
between?
there's people that like you've seen Tim walking around. Blah 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 blah. Next, walk this way. Blah blah blah. There's very short amount of time that you can do an interview for, and I don't think it's more than 15 minutes each. And that's still quite a lot. 15 minutes
Yeah,
each person.
it is.
4 people is 1 hour.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
You're
the
right.
interview is very, very short. There's only so much you can talk about. You basically interview is like, what's the new thing, what's coming, what changed,
Yeah.
that's it.
Right.
That's it,
What's
right?
the difference from this cigar this year to what it was last year? Yeah, I get it.
But here's the thing. I think a lot of time is that they will have to focus on all the big news first, because that's what everybody want to know, right? You can go interview the small new brands, and I think that really helps them out too. The problem is how to find the brand, like ever.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
For example, I just randomly go on Half Wheel and find one of the name that I don't recognize. Tell me that you've
Mhm.
ever seen their cigar, okay? The cigar brand name is called Cosio. Cossio. Have you smoked that line before?
Never even heard of it.
Right. So interview those will just cause people to walk away. Right? And there is interview. I saw a video. They have video for the PCA. But the thing is that you probably didn't look for it. You probably didn't have that keyword or whatever, or you just skip by because you don't recognize it. You don't recognize it.
Mhm.
So you wouldn't listen to it. So I think there is those, but I think people just skip it. Like didn't click on it.
So is there is an attendance list, correct?
What do you mean
There
by
has to be.
attendance list? Like which brands there?
For all the cigar brands that are there, they have.
I'm
there's a
pretty sure
list.
there's a map for it.
Well, the map yet, because you have to know where they're at on the workroom floor, where their setup
Mm-hmm.
is going to be. That's one thing.
Yeah, but like I think there's just a map. Well, there's obviously a list for the map. So yeah, there's a list. But you've got to go through the whole thing. You only got few days and only have few hours of interview slots. So
Yeah. And you're competing with other people trying to do the same thing you are.
right. So you'll have very, very limited amount of time. Like for example, here's another one. Flor de mi Pueblo.
Flor de
FDMP.
mi pueblo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never heard of it. So if
Me
that's
either.
online, you probably wouldn't click on it either. Right? You wouldn't probably click on it either.
Yeah, there's another one I heard today called Breda.
Again, that's something I never heard of. So
Breda Cigars. I think 2 years into business. They started last year. This is their second year, owned by a female.
yeah, I have not heard it.
I don't even know how I came across it, but
Yeah, but the problem is whether or not you can find them. Like if you never find the cigar, even if you heard about it, it's tough. It's tough, right? Raul Reiner will be a good one. I think that's. I heard that
Raul
name
Reiner.
before. Yeah, I heard that name before. I just don't know what a cigar. Like, okay, so apparently there's another cigar called Didier. And I didn't even know about that cigar. I didn't even know that cigar brand existed until I went to Two Guys. And their cigar is expensive. And I didn't even know about it, but it's on PCA. I know nothing
Okay.
about that cigar brand. It's on PCA, and the cigar is expensive. So like, but I haven't seen that anywhere else. I have not seen that anywhere else except in Two Guys. So I think the problem is exposure. Like if your cigar is not widely found and the interviewer don't know what they're looking for, it's probably a lot harder to give you a in-depth what's going on, because this 15 minutes you can't tell much about a thing in 15. Like we already chat for 30 minutes. 15 minutes is not enough. Well, 5 minutes is not enough,
Yeah. Yes.
So I don't think it's on purpose, but you got if you gotta get into all the important one first, you go one after another, and I don't know if that's true. Okay, sometimes the small brand, the people is not even there when they're going for interview slots. I've seen a lot of those like where somebody interviewed. You see the background, another stall, no one's there.
Yeah, and there's nobody there. Yeah. That's not good.
Right, but that's the thing, right? You have a smaller crew. There. Being a new brand, you might have a smaller crew. You might deal with some other business stuff, and you're not being able to. Here's it. I'll promise you on this thing. If I go to PCA and if we decide to record videos over there, I will go to the brand that I never heard before. How about that? I will just go find all the brand that I have never heard before and do a small interview there. How about that?
I like that. I like that idea.
Because like, I gotta be very, very honest with you. I probably would not even bother with anything that I had to wait in line to interview. So if I do, I would. May 23rd. May 23rd. I think that is, let me see. Nope, can't do it. Can't do it. Like okay. But Thomas, Saturday is the day where I hang out with my wife. If I'm in town on Saturday, I take my wife out all day. That's my date. I if it's nothing special, I wouldn't cancel that. Like, okay, last time we went, it was a Sunday. Rick came down on Saturday, but after Saturday, like after I hang out with Rick, I take Rick home so I can be with my wife. So Saturday is my my wife day. I don't go anywhere with that. Sunday is a maybe, but Saturday it's my day to hang out with my wife. And it's like we set our life schedule around that too, because like my wife on Saturday morning, she will drop the dog off at the camp so that we have time to spend together without having to deal with the dog. Saturday is important to us. All right. So in terms of like, yeah, PCA, I get that. I do know that there is a time slot and it's not all day kind of thing. And when you say, okay, I got two more people that they deal with the business. They're dealing the business. They're running deals and stuff like that. But I gotta be honest with you, Bill. If you're the face of the company, when somebody's negotiating business, you better be there.
You want to, yeah. After I said that, I thought about it. Well, yeah, if I'm the owner, I want to see what's going on there. Yeah.
Right. I'm like right here trying to right. Having the face of the company over there is a difference between you order $10 or $20. Right. I think that's a huge difference. So I don't think that he's gonna go, you know what, just so I can talk to over in 5 minutes, I'm gonna give up the big sale over here. Not gonna happen. If they're releasing the cigar this Friday, I probably never tried it. Yeah, the Fiddlehead I've never heard of. I'm not really into DTT cigars too, because DTT cigars tend to be more pungent, earthy, powerful, big guy cigar, and like I don't like Sober Mesa is like even that is a borderline relaxing cigar for me. And any more than that, Compromiso and stuff like that, I feel like those are pretty heavy cigars, pungent. So I don't.
The Sin Compromiso is a little heavy, yeah, for me.
So Sober Mesa is literally like, if I gotta buy DTT, it's probably Sober Mesa. Okay, so in terms of like the cigar release and all that stuff, People want to get the big, like, okay. Val, let me tell you, if you are interviewer, you walk in and you saw Oliva's giant ass soccer right there, you'll be like, I'm going to wait in line for that one. And you saw it like a no brand name, no name over there. You're like, I'll walk by over there later. And when you walk by over there, it's probably the one guy or two guy over there. And you walk over there, the guy's on lunch, not there. Well, he's probably there to try to make connections with other brands too. So the person is probably walking around
trying to establish. Yeah.
So it's hard. It's hard to do that.
Okay.
It was a small release this year. A small release a year ago to raise money for the New Hampshire cigar community. I've never heard of that. Even the milk carton thing didn't sell out. I went out online and I saw it. It's still there. They didn't even sell that either. Hooten Young cigars were. I've never tried Hooten Young's bourbon. I think I've tried Hooten Young cigar. Yeah. Oh, that's weird to say that, you know, that's only online. But yeah, it's still there. It's still there. Yeah, Hooten Young cigars are not very impressive to me. When I smoked it first time, why did I know you? Why do I know you gotta ask that question? It wasn't that impressive to me, so I don't go out of my way to seek for it. Like Val, what do you think about that? Have you tried it?
I haven't tried that one. Hooten Young?
Hooten Young.
Hooten Young?
Hooten Young.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
Well, while we're at it, we might as well. I know that I saw news about them recently. Let me get you that page.
Hooten Young cigars?
Yeah. They have a few things under them. Okay, here we go. Come on. So let's see this one. Come on. All right. So they have one that's called Jack Carr Edition cigar. That was from last year, I think. And I tried to find which one I smoked. It was a very basic cigar. It was nothing crazy. They do have like pretty cool logo. It almost look like a trident in the top, and then like a few lines on the bottom, kind of thing. They have a cigar back in 2023 that was made by Eladio Diaz called the Gothic Serpent. But I don't remember what I smoked. It was a very normal cigar. And most likely one of the Paladin, Connecticut that I smoked. It was a dagger on the logo. It could be. So it's basically a H and has a dagger in the middle. But when I see it, I think it looks like a trident with the two lines on the bottom. So. But I have not seen that cigar widely available in a lot of places. And I think the one I smoked was somebody gave it to me too. It wasn't like me found it. So definitely not something that I am big about. Because like when it comes to a cigar brand, they only have a handful of chance to impress me in terms of draw, taste, and experience, right? So like when you sit down, like when you go to a lounge, you sit down, right? And you go to the humidor, and you found this brand you never tried before, right? And they will have multiple facings and multiple sizes. And you pick, usually I would think that you pick up the one that has the most impressive band in the line. Right? You'll pick up the most impressive one in the line, you pick it up. And you sit down and you light up and smoke it. That's their first chance of impressing me. If I smoked it, it won't be like, if I wasn't like, if I didn't have this action, I didn't go like, ooh, then they lost their first chance.
Yeah, I've experienced that with you.
Let's see. Who was that? I heard another noise. Okay, let me add it. Right? Because that reaction, I don't fake it. You know, people who have smoked with me before, I will literally talk halfway, and sometimes if I taste something, whoop, like I would just cut the conversation off, and I go, "What was that?" Halfway through. Cool. Yeah. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Richard. So, if I don't have that, it's an okay cigar. If I have that, I might buy more of that cigar, right? But if I don't have that, it's an okay cigar. I can live without it, kind of thing, right? Now, the second time, if I see the brand again, I would try another stick of that brand, not the one I tried, because obviously that one didn't impress me. If that second one didn't get me like, oh, that's really good, that's not bad, then after that, most likely I won't buy another one of it, especially if they were pricey. Right? So there are a lot of brands that I probably should get into. I don't, because they didn't impress me the first one or two sticks that I tried. I don't know how many people like would give every stick a try, but like ask yourself, right? If you smoke one Gurkha, would you smoke a second one, third one, fourth one? How many would you try before you say, I'm done with that brand?
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on the person's experience or what their taste profile is.
Yeah, I'd have to try them all, because then I would know which ones I wouldn't want anymore.
Okay,
I might like two out of those 7.
But okay, then in the same perspective, then Val, how many Gurkha have you tried?
2.
Right?
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, you're right. They were okay, but it's something I didn't say, I'm going to get some more of them. Or I'm going to go back and get a couple more since I'm here. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, to be devil's advocate with Gurkha, it's how I kind of see it. It's like you tell a restaurant, hey, for that fillet, I want a medium well, or I want a medium rare.
Okay.
Then they serve it to you, well done. Like, I guess they don't know how to do it. Let me try it again. Hey, can I get this medium rare? They give it to you, well done. All right, so they don't know how to make fillets. Let's go try the other ones. Let's get a filet mignon. I want a filet mignon medium rare. They give it to you medium well. That's not the temperature I wanted, but it's getting there. It's getting there. But then you have the Year of the Dragon of Gurkha. You're like, you know what? I want to try your New York strip. I want the New York strip medium rare. How I like it. And they serve you a New York strip medium rare.
No, that's a different situation. It's more like first half of your story is fine. But like Year of the Dragon, more like I'm going to sit down in a restaurant because, you know, Rick, being an ass, will not go to any other restaurant because he can't eat seafood. So we sit down. And like, all right, order whatever you want. I think I'll just have a salad. And Rick is like, no. Try their New York strip. It's really good. I was like, dude, you have no idea. The previous few times I have this steak, they come out like charcoal. And you're like, no, try that one. Try it. And I ordered it, and it was fine. Right? It was more like that I would try it. If, and any other reason, I probably won't try it.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess the way I'm trying to explain it was mine. Like, if you didn't try the different steaks, you wouldn't know that they were good at New York strip.
But that's the thing, right? It's like one of those things. If nobody tells you about Jesus Christ, your Savior, in your life, you will not go to hell if you don't know about it. Right? So it's one of those things that if I didn't try, yes, I might have missed out, but I live without it. Because I never knew about it. I'm okay with that.
Fair.
Right? If you're a virgin that have never met a chick, you can live as a solo virgin forever. Won't bother you.
Become either a pastor or a monk.
Yeah. Tony, what's your favorite My Father cigar? I'm looking for the bold and strong on that line. Bold and strong in that line will have to be the Labijou. But I gotta tell you, I like the Fonseca MX.
The Fonseca is good.
Yeah.
The
Did you
Judge
give
is
your
a
wife
little
any of the
bold.
cookie I pressed? Yes. I did give. I literally left it in the kitchen for us to eat. My wife said it tastes good, but it's too heavy for her. She doesn't eat like that crazy of heaviness because there's a lot of it. It's very sweet. It's very, very sweet, and we usually don't eat that many sweet stuff. I ate 2 of those. My wife ate half of it because it was too sweet for her. But we still have it. I think I still have 2 or 3 more on the table. All right. Oh, okay, Rick, what's up?
I'm just looking into. Oh yeah, okay, this is new. All right, I grabbed this the other day. We'll smoke it.
The
not
Lillet,
today.
whatever, the Lillet.
Yeah.
That one I just ordered. I won't have it until probably next week.
I saw my shop having it on their desk. I'm like, okay, I haven't seen this before, so I'm gonna go grab it.
That one is new.
I'm looking at the information right now on my other monitor. Okay, so Ecuadorian. Okay, seems interesting.
All right, so yeah, the thing about different brands, it's really hard to say that those specialty brand is readily available enough for me to try them all, because some of them are like region specific, some of them are only in a few stores, some of them are like only at one brand. Like there are plenty of cigar phone like Privada Cigar Club that's only in Privada Cigar Club. But yeah, that's did your thing just zoomed in just now?
Like it.
I think it did.
Yeah, you just zoomed in real quickly.
I shouldn't have.
Is that
Not
like
it's
an
a
automatic
problem.
on your end?
I'm pretty sure majority of people isn't gonna gag by now, but we're fine. We're fine. Oh, so long live Tiberius. Said that I smoked the cigar really quickly, but you gotta also put in consideration some cigars burns faster. I think this really burns really fast. I don't think I'm smoking that fast, but this one burns pretty fast. It has a very loose straw and burns really quickly, so it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Okay. Nah, man, you. Well, it is 50 minutes in. On a cigar like this size, I should be able to finish it before that if I'm alone. If I'm not alone, yeah, this is actually taking longer. So if you're used to smoking cigar for reviews or alone, you'll realize sometimes you smoke faster than you think. So I don't know.
I think you're right. I think that if you're reviewing a cigar, you're remembering that your time, and you got to smoke this along, because then you got to cut off and write down a note, because you're going to go back and edit it, right? So you're really paying attention to your time. So I think sometimes reviewers might smoke a little bit faster than they usually do, because they want to get that content out there. They want to get that review in.
Well, it's not only that. It's the fact that you'll keep smoking until the flavor changed.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you review a cigar, you're looking for the change. You're not looking for something
Yeah,
that's the
you're
same.
right. You're looking for the aspects of that cigar, and once that aspect is done, then you're done.
Yeah. So I will be doing other stuff, and I'll just keep puffing it until something changed. If nothing changed, I come back, record another one, says nothing changed, next stir.
Yep.
Yeah. So I tend to it's becoming a muscle memory, I think. Muscle memory. But
Yeah.
it does happen. It does happen. But then again, every time I talk 1 or 2 sentences, I took a puff. But for Val, he'll actually wait there for a while before he take another puff.
I am savoring my cigar. Trying to get the aromas in from the smoke. Trying to get the taste. I'm trying to get that taste in from that tobacco. Sometimes I'll puff it out fast, or sometimes I'll let it linger and just hang there so I can get the, that feel. So
Rick just zoomed out again.
Yeah, I found out what the issue was.
Oh,
I
he
fixed
did.
it.
Hey, what's up, Martin? Martin says his first comment got blocked because he say yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't say bad words in my chat. Don't you say bad word in my chat.
This is a family-friendly show.
Oh, it's definitely not family friendly. It's definitely not family friendly.
It's family friendly.
Don't sit there with all your family, your auntie, uncle, grandma, and a little nephew, like 3-year-old nephew. Just watch this. No, do not do that. It's like, hey, look at this Asian. Look at this guy.
So today, guys, we have a cigar. The outside's called Rapper. Can you say Rapper?
It's Whapper. Start with a
No,
W. It's Whapper.
That's Cardi B.
Oh my god. Recently I see a lot of stupid videos about math.
Math and subject.
Math.
Okay.
And I start to think I learn math differently than everybody else.
Well, yeah, different generations, they had different interpretations, and they kind of arrived to almost a similar or the same outcome.
And I talked about this before, guys. I talked about this before. Is 3 times 4 the same thing as 4 times 3?
No. 'Cause
No?
you're
But
adding 3 4 times, and the other, you're adding 4 3 times.
But your
Right.
answer is the same.
Right? So why is it that I hear okay, this is one we talked about before. I'm gonna bring it back up again. When I think 3 times 4 is 3 multiplied by 4, right? So there's 3 4 times,
3,
Mhm.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So you get 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3.
Right.
But we see online when they say 3 times 4 it means 4 3 times.
That's how you flip it. Whatever's the first number is, it's based off of that.
Right. You would think so because that's the subject, right? That is the number because without the rest, the number still is, right? But there are some people that got that question wrong because they wrote 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. But they say the interpretation is 3 times 4. That means 4 3 times. So it's 4 plus 4 plus 4.
I mean, we can make this a nerdy episode. Like, we could go into the whole,
But it makes no
Like
sense
10
because
does,
that times thing never really exists. It's 3 multiplied by 4. Right? It doesn't multiply.
it's a shortcut. It's a shortcut.
Yeah, I don't know where the times came about, but the interpretation is so different.
Yeah, it's 3 multiplied by 4.
And then now they have the dumbest thing. So, the question was, you go to a store, you got $600. Oh no, okay, let's shrink that a little bit. You got $60.
Okay.
$60. And you bought something for 30. How much money did you get it for change?
Nothing.
You got $60. You went to
spend
buy
30,
something
you have 30
$30.
left.
How much change did you get back?
Well, you should have 30 back.
10.
Rick, what'd you think?
You have 60, you spend 30, so you should have 30 back.
Either 0 or 10.
No, how the question is how much change did you get back?
No change.
No change. You're subtracting from your own thing.
Right? You go to a store, you buy something $30, how much change you got back?
You know, there is no change involved. It's all dollars. It's all rounded to dollars.
Right. So the little girl wrote 20. Wrote 20. And it was the wrong answer. And the parents like, why would you 20 back? Why would you give 20 back?
$50 bill.
Right? Why would you give 20? Why would the store give you 20 back?
I'm Michael.
Hey, Michael. And the little girl explained, when you go to the store, you have 110, 150. You wouldn't give them 60 to get a change back. You will give them 50 because 30, and you get 20 back. $20 to change. So,
Yeah,
like,
No.
Or if you give 2 20s, you get a 10 back. Or if you got a 20 and 10.
well,
then
this is a Chinese video, so we only have
Yeah.
$50 bills, or it would technically in the video was $500 bill.
Yeah,
And,
okay.
So you don't have $20 bills. We don't have $20 bills,
okay.
right? So she said you get 20 back because you will not give them over the amount that you need to give.
Yeah, if I got, I get that part, but
Now, so when that happens, it's not really math. Because when you do math, you have word questions. You interpret the words and you make it into you make it into the number. And then like, that thing just doesn't work out. And I think the education is like really different now.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about this. You guys think right now the cigar industry is doing good or bad?
well, it depends on the brand.
No. I said industry as a whole.
Well, the reason I said a brand is if you get a factory on fire, you're in trouble.
No. I honestly think here's the thing, right? I know it's a bad thing to say that,
But they help each other. I get that. I know they help each other out.
but that's the thing, right? People have this aggression to buy if some store went down for whatever reason.
No,
You don't
I'm gonna
think
say
so?
bad.
You
I
don't think
feel
so?
bad. I'm
Okay.
not going to say, oh man, AJ lost the farm. I'm going to go buy a lot more AJs. Just so
No,
he can
not
make
like
up
that.
his money.
Not like that.
No.
Not like that. AJ lost a farm, and it's like, you know what? In memory of that farm, I gotta make a new cigar. And you say you're not gonna go buy it.
No, I'm not saying that, but that's not going to be. I'm not looking at it that way. I'm looking at a new brandy that came out, and I know it's AJ.
Right,
I'm
but
not
like,
looking at, oh,
because he
poor
has
AJ
that
lost
story
his-
attached
lost
to it
his
now.
Factory, you're gonna buy his new factory cigar because it lost that factory and got to make up for it. You can't make up for it. Gone.
Well, but then you will buy like La Six Provincia because they put a region on it.
You know what? I would. I have to think
Lewis,
about
well,
that
that's
one.
a good question. Let me answer that in a second. But yeah, Val, you would. If they attach a story that actually have a happening that you recognize, you probably buy it.
Yes, if they said at Las Provincias, at the time that they were making this cigar over that particular province, it looked up in the sky and there was a Seahawk. I have to buy that cigar. That was an omen. That's a sign.
Right?
Call it.
Rick, you were, right?
I mean,
It's okay. Your spouse is it's not right next to you. You can answer this.
well, it depends.
No?
Depends on what brand it is and everything.
All right, let's answer Louis Smoke's question. Louis Smoke. I like Louis. Louis Smoke's question. All right. Why do we buy more than we can smoke? Is buying cigar addiction what it can be?
I don't think it's an addiction.
No.
Because you can stop at any time you want to. I can put my cigar down and not have a cigar for a week, a month, or whatever I decide.
Val, you just say the exactly words that people will say when they're a druggie.
No. I mean, no.
You don't think the
That's like-
druggie says that? Oh, don't
wait.
use crack. You're gonna die. Now I can step that whenever I want.
I can.
I choose to. I choose. I can stop it when I cigarette smoker. I can step it whenever I want. I know we
think it's
can.
a lot-
I mean, that's true.
I think it's a lot
but-
harder for a cigarette smoker than for a cigar smoker.
But what
Yeah.
I think what he's saying is about purchasing, not about using, about purchasing.
I mean, for me, I buy once I get like pretty low. That's when I re-up. So it's like I don't have to have a completely full humidor. I would like to have a completely full humidor, but
You know,
it could be an addiction. It could be not. I don't
you
feel like
know-
there's any addiction, addiction to it. Same thing. Like if I ever feel like I have a scratchy throat, or if I feel like a cold is incoming, I could just go
We're talking about.
turkey
I think
with-
we're talking merely on purchasing, not smoking it. Purchasing.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, what's this? What's this saying that we sometimes say and we often hear a lot? You can never have enough cigars.
No,
You can go buy 2 boxes, and you have enough cigars, but. You know, if they came out with a new cigar and a new whatever, I haven't tried that one. I'm going to get that one, but you don't have to get it.
I don't
But you're
think
gonna
it's
get
an
it.
addiction. I think it's the need to want. The need to want is causing that issue. Okay, there are people that only smoke whenever they go out. Right? There are people that like, I just smoke whatever because I can't smoke at home. There's no point for me to buy cases or boxes of those things. So they will go to the store and smoke what they can smoke, and that's it. Right? And for us, because we can smoke at home, we tend to want to buy more of it so we don't have to not be able to find it.
No,
For example,
because you get a better value smoking it at home than you do at a lounge.
oh, that's beside the fact, right? So if merely because like you can get better value doesn't mean the cigar that you're purchasing is better value to start with. So Val, why don't you just buy one stick of Andalusian Bowl? Why do you have to buy a box?
Well, number one, I like the box. That's number one. I like the design of that box.
Well, why don't you just buy the empty box? $5, done.
Because they're hard to find, empty ones.
Pretty sure you can find them.
Probably, if I searched for it enough, I probably could. But and here's the other part. When you have a good tasting cigar and you have a box of it, and they're hard to get, or they're limited, and you're lucky enough to get, and there's only 10 in that box, and you smoke one, you become more selective of when you smoke that next one.
Right. So the whole point was you're afraid that when you wanted to smoke next, you won't be able to find it.
Right. Yeah. Not only, yeah. Hard to find. Hard to
That-
find for me.
So you want to make sure that what you want is available. All right. I did not set any of the blocking thing unless there's specific word. I don't even know what word that is, Martin. But if you jump on, you can say whatever you want.
True.
But yeah, I think it's our need. If you smoke long enough, you smoke collected enough, you know that there's a lot of time that it happens more than not. All right, more than not. That when you go to say, hey, you know what, today I really want to smoke one of these, and you go to the store and they're not available. They're not available. So you start to pick up things that ahead. That's the trick. They make you feel like you don't buy theirs, well, but that's the thing. They tend to be. Right? We have seen our own share of cigar that is back order for years. Just think about it. Okay. Pledge. That was very, very readily available right now. But when they first released it, how many times did it sell out?
A lot.
So when you want to smoke it, you don't have it. Right? So you want to smoke it, they don't have it. I don't think they did it on purpose, but when you produce a cigar, you can only produce so fast, right? Because one factory had to do multiple different cigars. They can only produce so fast, but there's more than a handful of shops out there that is going to order it. And they each get 2 or 3 boxes, right? So to prevent that, you just buy them by the box, and you'll buy more than what you smoke, and then you savor it. And the problem with that is that you savor that, so is every other one that you bought. And you rotate them, and then they turn out to be more than what you can smoke. It's not, I don't think that's a strategy, because like when you buy grocery, don't you buy more than what you can eat?
Mm-hmm.
Right? When you buy grocery, you definitely buy more than what you can eat. Right? You always have some leftovers. And it takes time to get through it. Right? You're telling me Val doesn't have a freezer full of meat that he's not gonna eat it in the next 2 weeks?
You're absolutely correct.
Right? But that's more than what you can eat, and the beef is definitely available. Right? So I don't think it's a strategy. It's the fact that other people will chase after that cigar as well, and if you don't get it now, you gotta have a hard time getting it. And it's not that definitely that you can't get it. It's the fact that the price will go up. So you much rather spend the money now before the price goes up. Okay, I feel much better. I felt like I have a problem. You make things make sense. Can you tell my wife this? No. So your wife is always gonna ask you why you buy so much cigars. And the only way to stop her from saying that is allow her to buy something too. Allow her to buy something too, right? And when she say, "Hey, why do you buy so much cigar this week?" It's like, "Hey, are you running out of your makeup? I think you should go restock some makeup too."
How was that Home Goods trip? How was that HomeSense trip? How was that Burlington or TJ Maxx trip?
Now, when you get to higher level than that, like Tiberius or me, that is a collection addiction.
It's like maybe Pokemon.
But it's the need to collect, not the need for cigar. There are 2 different things, right? I have the need to collect because I'm so used to collecting. I like to have them, right? So I got used to whatever I like, I'll get it. Because I have this realization that life is short. If you don't get what you want, you might not have it later. Okay? When I was young, I had my handful of toys. Those things were cheap back then. Very, very cheap back then. And then through life, I moved different places and I lose them. I don't have those toys anymore. And I realized that now I go back to buy them. Something that used to cost you $10 to buy. Now it costs me 10 grand to buy.
Yep.
Now it costs me 10 grand to buy. So what does that tell me? If I can buy now, I buy now. I'm not gonna go buy 10 times the price later on. So I buy it now.
Yep.
Right? And I realized cigars the same way. And everything that you use in a quantity is the same way. Now I smoke 3 to 4 cigars a day. Right? So if I don't continue to replenish more cigars, I'll go back to end up smoking the cigar that I'm trying to collect or leave it for a long time. That I save for, when friends drop by to smoke something different or something like that. Do you ever feel satisfied as a collector where they always have new ones you want to collect? Well, collect is a never-ending game.
Yep.
Right? So you'll never feel satisfied. You'll be happy that you got something, but that's for the moment, right? But you'll always continue to collect. So long as they keep releasing it, you can continue to collect. And
Yep.
what's hard is not getting the new things. Go back to get the old things that you can't find.
Mm-hmm.
Like the little Gundam I collect. they used to be $2 or $3. And now if they re-release the original old looking like a shit toy, and they cost $60 now.
Yep.
Same process, same junk plastic. Now it's 60.
Yep. It's like what I mentioned before, Pokemon.
Yeah. And then I go, why didn't I just buy that when it first came out? I know it's ugly. Why didn't I just do that? So I try to prevent myself doing that by just get whatever it came out. Are cigar a good investment? No.
No.
There's no
Cigar is a
resale.
luxury.
No.
Cigar is an entertainment.
Yep.
All entertainment and all luxury are bad investments, period. And if you look at that as an investment, you're looking at this on a completely different way, the wrong way. Don't ever compare a relaxation as an investment.
There's only very, 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 very few things that has a whole resale stuff. It's like usually the Barolo and Fuente or like opuses. Like those are very small, lucrative things of the whole entire cigar, hobby and industry. Not everybody that's a part of the industry has those opuses or those Padroni Fuente type of lines where it's like a box is $7,000. Or if you hold on to it for 5 years, you could probably sell it for 9 or 10. It's supposed to be a luxury, it's supposed to be a hobby, it's supposed to be a therapeutic type of thing, a social gathering style thing. It's not meant to be a collector or investment. You can collect it yourself, but don't expect it to be rising in prices.
Well, he says, what if you say it's an investment for you because it brings you peace? But I wouldn't call that investment. I wouldn't call that investment.
Yeah, it's not an investment. I think if you look at investment as something that you buy, you hold on to it with the idea that you're going to sell it and make money off of it.
Your monetary value.
A monetary return on it.
No, I think what it is like when you gotta call something an investment, that means by keeping this item for longer than it is, you gotta bring me more than what what I put in. But the honest thing is that you put in $10, you gotta get $10 worth, no matter when, right? If I put that $10 right now, and in a month, that cigar's worth 100. Let's say they increase the price to 100. It's still only gotta bring you $10 worth of enjoyment, because the value is given by people.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The cigar doesn't have an actual value, right? So you put in whatever, and what you get back is that, right? And say, how much is piece worth? Oh, then you gotta say, is that really a piece? You bought a piece. You bought a cigar, and now you gotta hear your wife complain about it. Is that a piece?
I mean, peace could be a person just walking out their house, going to a local park, sitting on the bench. That's free. That's free. You could just go outside, sit on the bench, enjoy free air, enjoy a free seat, and that's worthless in a sense. It's worth something to you, but there's no monetary value of you going to a free park with a free bench. So it's
You gotta see cigar as a different thing. It's a catalyst, it's a utility to improve your situation. All right. So, can you not have a piece if you just sit there on your chair and hear nobody? Okay, you can. All right. Is your piece gotta add one more bourbon gotta be good? Yeah, you can. You don't have to. You can. Is add one more cigar gotta be better? You can, but you don't have to. So is that really an investment?
you can
Not
see
if you can do
cigars.
without.
You can see cigars as an opportunity bringer. There's been many times where I went to a lounge and just because I'm having a cigar, it started a conversation with a person that, later on became relevant for a positioning or a little furthering in some stuff and, things I was doing with like social media or whatever. Person overheard me talking about a podcast and said, hey, I know a buddy that, is in this part of the industry. How about you guys interview them? It could be an opportunity bringer, but it's not an investment. It could potentially open doors. That's with all markets.
Now, in terms of how Tiberius said it. If you want to see it as an investment, having the right network can be. It means that if one day you want to dump them and have someone with a capital and wants everything you have, then yes. I gotta be very honest with you. I have never, ever, ever so far heard anybody got rid of their inventory actually make more than what they put in. Somebody can prove me wrong, but I have never ever heard anybody says, "Hey, I'm done with cigar. I want to get rid of all my inventory," and got more than what they spent.
There's Martina Maya back at it again with us, fellas.
Back at
Okay,
it again. What's going on?
I have never seen anybody got their investment back. If that was the case, you're not gonna get your capital back if you want to get rid of your entire inventory.
So, Martin,
What up?
And at best you break even. Yeah, at best, but you never gonna break even. You never gotta break even because here's the thing: if somebody has the capital to get your entire inventory, that also means that hey, Zesty,
Yeah.
if somebody had the capital to get your entire inventory, they probably had the money to buy brand new. You have to have really good stuff, not off the rack stuff. Okay, all right. So if you go out of your way to get those really, really, really old stuff, and then you get rid of it and you sell it for money, but isn't that really an investment?
What is that?
Let's use the analogy of bourbon. Why is the 10-year bourbon significantly cheaper than 20-year bourbon?
That's good.
Right? Take
It
the
is
flavor
long.
out of it. Why is 10-year bourbon significantly cheaper than 20-year bourbon?
a lot more labor, a lot
Exactly.
more labor.
Labor, storage, and time.
Yeah, storage. Time.
Storage and time.
Right? So let's say you have some like really good Cuban, and you didn't smoke it. You keep it in your shelf for 10 years, and finally you got rid of it, and you got more than what you spent for back. Is it really more, or did you just basically got some compensation for the time, storage, and effort to keep it?
True.
That's what you're getting paid for, the time storage.
You for those years you held on to, you paid money for the filtration, or the distill, the Bovita packs, humidor. If you have the electricity one, you're paying for electricity for it, which then that recurs on your monthly bill or your light and gas bill.
Yeah, don't ever treat your wants as an investment. You're not gonna be happy with it. You're not gonna be happy with it, right? Like that's like me going, oh, look at that BMW sports car. I'm gonna buy it. It's a good investment. You're not gonna be happy with it. You're like, oh, I gotta put this modification on there. I gotta put that modification there. I gotta put this. You put all this money in there. When you go sell the car, it's actually less than stock.
Yep. If you look at it, like if you look at homes, if you look at collectibles like pop figures, baseball cards, sports memorabilia, those are things that will have more value as time goes on.
Again, you spend the time and effort to keep them.
Yeah, true.
Right.
You have it. You have it in your home, which then you're paying either a rent or mortgage for. There's other attributes. If you're trying to keep things protected, you gotta buy sleeves. If it's baseball cards or basketball cards, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, all those type of things that's like different cards. You gotta buy the sleeves. You gotta buy a binder, and there's other attributes that accumulates.
And even that investment is not a good investment. I know Tiberius doesn't want to do math, but let's quickly calculate this, okay? Louis,
I suck at math.
Louis, let's talk about this, right? You bought the cigar $10 today. $10 today. You hold it for 6 years, and you got rid of it. You got 15 back. Did you make money? Everybody, did you make money?
Yeah, you made money. You made $5.
Did you?
Yeah.
Rick, did you make money?
Nope.
I don't think
I'm gonna
you
tell you,
made
you
money.
didn't. Because you're dealing with inflation every year, your money is worth less and less. So once you sell it for 15, you really didn't make money.
You basically sold it for 10.
I bought it for 10 and I sold it for 15.
Like 6 years, 7 years later, not only you spend the time and effort to keep it, you are selling it at a depreciated because of inflation to dollars.
So I'm gonna pay attention to the inflation prices and I'm gonna adjust it at the time I sell it.
No, because that's the
So-
thing. Like when you look at the money, it's there's more, but did it really get more?
Yeah.
Because like
It's like-
okay, you if you didn't buy it from this person, you didn't do that. You didn't sell it. You keep that $10 cigar. Now you got to go out there and replenish that cigar. You don't think the cigar's gonna increase price by then? You'll probably spend 15 to buy it. That's the market price. So for you to replenish it back, it's the same amount. You really didn't make any money.
Oh, I don't want to be.
Right? 20 years ago, how much you pay for a gallon of gas? How much you pay for a gallon of gas today?
Yeah, I remember spending 49 cents for a gallon of gas.
All right. So then when you have a bucket of 2-gallon gas at 60 something cents, so you got $1 something worth of gasoline. Years later, you sell that for 10, and now you go out and get 2 gallons to replenish that. Did you make money?
It ain't gonna be good gas no more.
Mhm.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, if that doesn't expire, right? The things that today, the things are more expensive than past, right? It's always true. Always true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So when you sell it, you didn't really make money. If you gotta replenish it, I'm paying the same amount. I didn't make any money.
Yeah. You bought a house in 1965 at $64,000. You sold it today at 380, but next house you buy is 390. Or it's like, okay,
Yeah.
you're downsizing, but it's like you made $10,000 in profits, but now your
Never
house
see
is
it that
smaller.
way. Yeah, you should never see your hobby as an investment. You're never gonna make your money back. Never ever. Even if you break even. I spent $300 on this, I make $300 back. You did not make $300 back. Because what you can buy $300 back in the years compared to what you can buy today, not the same. Never ever buy your money back.
All right. What about this, Tony? What about watches?
Watches, same reason, same thing. Same thing. It keeps its value, right? It keeps its value. And if you find the right people, you can sell it. But you're selling at a used price. So unless you're running this as a business where you can buy used watch in and then sell it at a higher price, you're not profiting. You're not profiting because you go okay, especially those watches that you got to spend a lot of money for. You know how much effort that you got to pay just to get that watch? Amount of visits, amount of calls and stuff. You finally got it and you try to sell it. You're not making much back. People tend to forget their effort is worth money. Their effort is worth money. And I think I talked about this before. When you smoke a cigar, how much is a cigar worth to you? What? How much is worth it to you? How much is worth it? How much is a 1 hour worth to you? 1 hour of your time. How much is it worth it to you? Right? Oh, it's for $20. I can spend $20 on a cigar. It's my 1 hour. I'm buying my 1 hour back.
Yeah.
Right? So like that value, you gotta give it to him. But then that's your effort. You know. Like Rick might have to do some house renovation. My uncle's gonna help me do it. Yeah, that's still labor. That's still work. Right? You can use the same amount of time to do the same work for someone else and make that money and pay someone to do it. You don't have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's effort is money too. People don't remember that. Effort is money too. Anything that you had to do is money too. So always assign a value to what you do. Right?
Yep.
And you're like, oh, Tony, if you say that one, then I had to start charging my friend, hang out with them. Right? But that's the thing, right? How many times do you see that I say, hey, I'll pay anything to go hang out with somebody?
You have, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So then that's the thing.
Wait.
Go, Val.
Say that again. I didn't get paid any money, Tony.
No, I will pay anything to spend time. Not pay you anything to spend time with you.
You're gonna put words in your mouth now.
Right? Do I not pay extraordinary amount to go hang out with you guys?
Yeah, we all do.
Yep.
Spend time with each other.
Yeah. Only way is to buy wholesale and sell above retail because of rarity.
It's like the whole open stuff.
Again, that's still effort too, right? In order to buy wholesale, now you need license, tax, and all that stuff. That's effort too. That's effort
storage
too.
area.
So
If you're a place that has a garage, you might actually rent a garage area.
right? You if you think about that, like, you know, if you get wholesale, the thing is that like majority of people have such a small amount, you'll not even make a difference, right? You think that any cigar store out there can just say, you know what, I'm gonna open a store, I'm gonna go buy cigars at wholesale, and I'm gonna sell the cigar I just bought, and I'm gonna make money. No. You can run your business for years before you make your capital back. Yeah, don't look at a monetary way. You're not gonna be happy. Don't put your hobby as a business. You're not gonna be happy. Right? Whatever that serves the purpose to make you happy, let that be the purpose, because that's worth way more than money. Worth way more than money. Right? In fact, I'll buy some cigar and just send it to Rick just for the heck of it. And because it's a 10 by 100, I pay a lot of money for it. But
I'm moving.
but I'm gonna get more laugh and enjoyment out of it for him smoking it than me.
I'll move. I'll just that's no longer my location.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta get way more out of it sometimes as an enjoyment than monetary value.
Yep.
Right? I didn't get to enjoy that cigar, but I sent it to him. I enjoy laughing at him smoking a 10 by 100.
So I would enjoy me sending you the invoice from my therapist.
Right? Put that in perspective. I don't ever put your enjoyment as part of a business.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, if you're running it as a business, that's a different thing. But I don't think every day you'll be worried about whether or not those cigar sells.
Yeah, I mean, with me, this is my business. I do social media as a way of living, and at one point I was doing collection style stuff as a way to profit, not profit, but like more as a business thing, which is like, again, Pokemon cards. But when it became a little bit too overinflated with prices, I took a step back and went to the different direction. It wasn't really worth it. Sometimes you gotta, if things are not worth it, if you're used to paying, again, like for example, we're talking about this, $10 for enjoyment of your time, then out of nowhere it turns to $100, and you have to whoa, okay, I gotta press the brakes. I gotta figure out another different direction, because now it's no longer good for business or good for my enjoyment.
No longer good for pleasure.
Yes.
No longer his pleasure.
Exactly.
All right, so let's talk about this. Rick took enjoyment as part of his business. How much money he lose? Let me tell you guys this story. Once upon a time, there was some bunch of idiots decided to play a game. And he decided to, you know what, I'm gonna record me playing game, blah, 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 blah. And the game costs $50. And what he ended up losing is an entire monitor at $300-$400. Is that profit?
His entire what?
He lost his computer screen.
Oh, shit.
Because he
Yeah.
played it
Out?
and he's so stressed, he punched his screen
Oh,
and
shit.
the screen cracked.
Pendejo.
You hear that, Rick?
You're
Pendejo.
pendejo.
I would never do such a thing.
Yeah.
Now, did I enjoy watching that video over and over again? Yes, I did. Who was this? The person in white shirt. That's literally looking down right now. He cannot stare at the screen right now because of that.
Wow, he's got his head down and everything. Hey, hey Rick, turn your hat backwards. I can't see your face.
Let me see if I could. No, if it kind of shows, but I would never. Let's see. Where the hell? Okay. I would never. I mean, and
Sucker
then
punch.
I punched my monitor with the Legion ring and showed my monitor, and then no more monitor.
No more monitor.
Damn.
How's the ring?
Your own fault,
The
bro.
ring's solid. The ring's solid.
The
Oh,
ring,
you're wearing a ring?
I was wearing the Legion ring,
Nice.
and I forgot I had it on, and then when I extended,
Man.
the ring hit the screen, and
I think even without the ring, he's gotta crack it. He punches so
Oh,
hard.
man.
so yeah. I mean, that series probably generated me like $280, but then I had to pay $650 for a new monitor. So I didn't. Now I kind of broke even because it's been a year and I still get residuals from it. But
But if he didn't play the game, he'll be plus 600 right now.
yeah, so if I didn't play the game, I would still have the same monitor. But
Yeah.
practically, I upgraded my monitor, so it was kind of worth it. I was gonna do that
Yeah,
anyway.
give
so it
yourself
kinda-
that excuse. Give yourself that excuse.
It's sped up the progression of me upgrading my monitor.
Guy math. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, keep giving that excuse. So yeah, you know, entertainment and job, don't put it together. If you gotta put a monetary value on it, not worth it. Not
Yep.
worth it.
Just have fun with it. It's more natural that way.
But anyway, good questions right there. And when it comes to cigars, you know, is it an addiction? It could be, it can be. But then we're talking about extraordinary amount, and most people don't. I'm literally talking about maybe 90% of the people or 80% of people don't buy cigar the way we do. Okay, it's a very small of handful of people that buys the cigar we do.
A cigar, the community is already a niche community, and
I still
within
don't buy boxes.
and this within this niche community, there's still branches of this small umbrella. That there's different individuals are part of it. Like there's treasure hunters, people who actively look for opuses or the very rare unicorn style cigars, and then there's just people who just smoke EPs or budget friendly ones because that's just their. So that's what they can afford. That's what they can do, and they do it once a week. There's some people who only smoke cigars once every special occasion, like a birthday or a celebration. So they smoke a cigar once a month, once every 2 months, once every year. It's a different caliber of people in this community.
Yeah. Not only that, they cigar company will specifically price you out. Like they want a certain category of people that smoke a certain cigar. Right? They want the collectors to buy those cigars. They don't want regular smokers to buy those cigars. So they price you out. Okay, there are cigars that's $100, $300, $600, $700, $800, $1 million, right? They do that to price you out because they want the collector to collect those because they know that those cigars will be savored and not smoked. People who smoke 1 or 2 cigars a month, they don't keep more than 20 cigars on hand.
We're talking about Gurkha, right? $100,000 cigar.
Yep.
What makes something rare? What makes something rare?
Limited, very limited availability, limited run
Nope.
makes it rare.
What makes something rare is a standard supply with more demand than the supply.
The availability of it.
Yeah. No, not availability. The demand is higher than supply.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to kind of imply. Like, if the cigar, like for example, and technically speaking, the Andalusian de Bull is supposed to be a regular production. Because of the demand is so high of it, it's hard to get it available because once it's out.
But the key is demand. The key is
course.
demand. Because you can make something that only have 100 sticks. If nobody wants it, is it rare? Right? The key is demand, and this is very important. I'm talking about in internal business. Okay,
Yeah.
if something
Yeah.
to make something rare,
Okay.
you must have the demand.
Let's bring up the egg roll.
Okay?
Is that a rare cigar?
No.
Not for Tony.
So, I got a question. What if they come out with 1,000 cars of one brand, but nobody wants it? Is it
Right.
still rare? Is it because there's no demand?
It's rarely seen, but doesn't make it rare. The demand has to be there for it to be rare. Rarely
is it?
seen is different than rare, right? So to
then
make
what
something
is it
rare,
called then?
the demand has to be higher than the supply. If
Then
there's
what is it
no
called then?
demand, it's just low production. And
Trash.
when you say egg roll, is egg roll rare? Well, they don't make it anymore. That doesn't make it rare, right? Like Val, if you got $3 million right now and go to Punch says, hey, Punch, I want to make, wow, hold on. All right. I want to make a handful of 10,000 cigars of Punch just for me. You think they will make it?
Yeah, they'll make it as I'm paying them money for it.
Exactly. Not rare.
Oh, contraire, mon ami amour. I have it and you don't. That makes it rare.
No. If you have it and I didn't want it, that doesn't make it rare. I'll be like,
Yeah,
good
but
for
you're
you, you
gonna
have
want
it,
it, 'cause
but
I
it
have
doesn't
it.
make it rare.
We're gonna want it if it's an egg roll.
Now, if Val goes over there with $300,000 and got his badge, I might do it too, right? But that does
I'll
not
tell
make it
you
rare.
what.
No, it's just demand.
Here's the thing. If it doesn't have a hat, okay? Yeah. That's
Right? It's the demand. How many people wants it? And what they're literally doing is to have a limited run. Because, okay, here. I understand egg roll used to be a joke,
Right.
right? And they made it because there was demand. And they remade it because it ran out. And they can, so it's not rare. They can make it. And they got plenty of ways to make that if they wanted to, right? It's not that we can't keep up with demand, so thus we don't have it. Right? If they can't keep up with the demand, that automatically makes it rare because I can't buy it even if I have money. If I can buy it even if I have money, that makes it rare.
The Lost City would be rare. Because Lost City was being for the movie for Carlos Fuente.
And you think that if you have money, you can buy it.
If he wanted to plant more seeds, he could, but for it to be under the classification of from background of it, that makes it more rare tobacco.
No. To make it rare, it must be a supply issue with demand, right? You have demand, but you cannot produce it. It's money. Even if you have money, like, okay, is AP the Royal Oak rare? Is a watch. Royal Oak.
Don't know about watching.
Oh, okay, how about this? Is a Rolex Daytona rare?
Yeah,
Why?
because it's what people want. They want the Daytona.
Well, okay, if you want to go buy it, what's wrong with that?
And rarely seen.
Let me really think. Every Rolex has it.
I don't know.
Because it's one of those, even if you have money, you can't buy it. There's more demand than supply. More people want it. They walk into Rolex. Rolex says, hey, all those are display only. When we have it, we'll let you know. Can they produce it? Yeah. They still produce it, 2,000 watches a year. But there's more demand than 2,000. This makes it rare. Demand has to be higher than supply. And has to be in a situation where if you have money, you can't get it. So, Andalusian Bowl at one time was rare because they couldn't keep up with the demand. They don't have it. Some bourbons, 20-year-old bourbons, 30-year-old bourbons, 50-year-old Yamazakis, was rare, right? Yeah, because to get another one, you gotta wait another 50 years. You can have money. We don't have the supply. Rare. So, again, in that perspective, to make something rare, the supply has to be less than demand, and money cannot solve that problem. Then anything for sale is not rare. Yeah. Anything for sale, anything that you can buy, and that is still in production, are not rare. It might be harder to buy. It doesn't make it rare. But the moment they stop producing it and no money is gonna move that mountain, then yeah, it makes it rare. So when it comes to it, in terms of cigars, what makes it rare is probably a blend. You can say a blend is rare.
Yeah.
Right? A certain blend they no longer make because they don't have the tobacco anymore. For example, Davidoff 702. They can't make it anymore. They don't have the tobacco. That's rare now.
Or in a couple of years from now, or a decade, the Oro Blanco.
Right.
Oh, here's the thing, right? Oro Blanco is still available if you want it.
Mm-hmm.
And they can definitely make more Oro Blancos. I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, maybe harder because now they don't have that specific farm.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be. But Oro Blanco took them more than 10 years to sell it.
Yeah.
And that might be the reason why they don't make it anymore. They don't have the farm. They don't have the leaf. And they definitely don't want another cigar that stick in people's humidor for 10 years before they sold. Because if you buy that cigar at 10 years, all the flavor's gone.
Yep.
So I don't think they wanted to run into that situation. So that makes it rare now. But I think it's because there was not enough demand anyway. I mean, if you ask Martin, how many people do you know smoke a Oro Blanco?
Like maybe 5.
There you go. Demand is not that there. It's not there.
Mm-hmm.
So every cigar is rare because no two cigars are the same. I wouldn't see it that way. When you say no two cigars are the same, then so is the rice and food, restaurant food you eat every day. Well, a piece of steak that you eat every day came from a different cow. Right? So what you're buying is the blend. Right? You're not buying the guaranteed taste. You're buying the blend that could taste a certain way. Right? No two cigars are the same. So you're really buying the blend. We'll put it together for you. Blend. Right? When you're buying a cigar, is this what you're buying? No, you're buying everything behind it, right? I'll pay you this amount of money for you growing it, curing it, obtaining it, put it together, roll it into a cigar. That's what you pay for. And if you think about that, this is pretty cheap.
Yeah.
But you're
only
paying for
making
those.
pennies on the back end.
Yeah. Right? It's like going to Chipotle. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, I want this. So you're paying for the material and put it together. But does that make it unique? No. Every single bowls are different size, different material, different amount. But it doesn't make it unique. It's a blend. It's a recipe. Right? So you can actually trademark a blend. But you can't trademark a cigar. And that should be telling you what part of it is considered rare. It's the blend that you're buying, not the cigar. Like Coca-Cola, they trademark the blend, right? Every bottle is different, but the blend is what's the money. That's what you're paying for. Well, I pay for that recipe put together in a can. That's what it is.
And the bottles change. So yeah, it's the blend.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's the blend that you're paying for. Everything else can change. They can change. In fact, cigar literally change every year. Same cigar changes every year. Right? That blend is tweaked every year.
Different ratios.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the cigar you're smoking, that's why you're okay. There's a Cinco de Mayo 2025. Why would you buy a Cinco de Mayo 2026? Right? Why would you like? Oh, okay. This French Chateau de whatever 1982 is $100,000, but why is it 1983 only, $10? Right? Recipe is the same, materials is slightly different. Right? It's main grown item. They will change every year, and they will tweak the cigar so that if it somewhat is the same, so you have the same experience. Not
Unless-
exact same, but just close enough.
Unless they change the year, the blend per year. Like the fucking brand that has shit with me, Crown Heads.
Okay.
They make that one cigar every year. What's it called? Somebody help me out.
You talking about the Las Calaveras?
No. Is it?
Has to be.
Well, they change it every year, but they sell it as a yearly thing. It's a different blend every year.
Okay.
But what makes it to where you want to buy it every single year? Is it just because it's a different blend?
Because you want to try what's the difference. You want to know what's the difference. If somebody changed something, you want to know what's the difference. Now think of it this way, right? If you want to buy a car, 2025, 2026 in front of you, you want to know what's the difference between the two?
Tweaking a little bit.
Well, that little tweaks is what the difference is.
Yeah. Don't buy a car between this year and this year. All the recalls have been fixed after this year. That's why you never buy a newer model car until after it's been 2 or 3 years.
You mean you don't want to buy a generation of car first of the generation?
No, there's always going to be fucking shit wrong with it.
Unfortunately, even if something got to be wrong, even the last car of that generation still have something wrong.
Probably, but not as much as the first part of that generation.
Like, for example, how many years did Honda Civic have a grinding third gear? Every single year. So yeah, that's a good question. You ask good questions, and unfortunately, the answers are very philosophical. Like the question that you asked are very philosophical thing, and because you're trying to ask us to define a term, and when it comes to term, everybody have a different way of seeing it based on your occupations, what you do, and stuff like that. Or have a different scene. Like I see things like differently. Like Val's like, if I can't find it today, I can't find it tomorrow, that start to get rare, right? For me is if no longer have a supply but there's enough demand, that's rare.
Yeah. Me,
Good
it's
question.
like, I can't buy it. It's rare.
I don't see it. I can't buy it as rare. I mean, I can't buy it just means high demand, and I can eventually find it, and then that's not rare. If I can eventually obtain it, it's not rare. Because the moment you have something, it's no longer rare. Right? Like for example, Stag right now is pretty hard to buy for me. But Stag is probably very readily available where Maya is.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's like the Buffalo Trace, man. Sometimes you can't find them here, but you go out of fucking Oklahoma or to Arkansas, and they're everywhere on the shelves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It doesn't make it rare. It's just where you're at don't have the supply.
Yeah, it's like with me with Penelope. I've been trying to semi-hunt for Penelope for so many years.
They're here
And-
everywhere.
Yeah, and I go to what was it? A open house in a different county. Goes to the local, supermarket as a liquor store. They have every selection of Penelope there.
I mean, here's the thing. Okay. Is toilet paper rare?
Going back that route.
Yeah. Well, hey, at one point it was. Supply cannot keep up with the demand.
Yeah.
Right? But toilet paper, in theory, is not rare paper every day, and I wipe shit on it. That's how I treat rare shit.
Wash your ass.
Could I just wash your ass? Could I just wash your ass? I'm surprised that still people know about it. That's the thing. People still remember that. Just wash your ass. It's fine. Sometimes once you say something, you cannot take it back.
That's where that came from. Just wash your ass.
Just wash your ass. Yeah. Why use toilet paper? I mean, you could. You have no toilet paper. You take a dump. You just take a shower. You're good. You're good.
Well, I mean, in the olden days, people used to fucking reuse the baby diapers.
Yeah.
Well, because
there's-
technically they're not diaper. They're cloth.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah,
That's not
and they
diaper.
also had a community. What was it? Community sponge. There was an area, and I know the Renaissance time period where all the royals all shit together, and there's a sponge that they would just dump in water, wipe their ass, and then the next person would dump it in water, clean it, wipe their ass, and the next person would take the
fucking
same
gross.
sponge.
Hey, how about this? At one point, humans don't even wipe their ass. There.
That's
True.
true.
Very true.
True that.
But for health reason, please do. Please do. You're not gonna wash it, wipe it.
There are people that still don't fucking use deodorant. So
Yes, I've been to many conventions, and it deals with the nature of my background of gaming and other stuff like that. So, or anime conventions, those are the ones that I feel like I was kind of like with masks with COVID. The conventions, you need it. You need a mask.
Oh, okay.
You need a mask.
Okay. Hold on. I never use deodorant to go hang out with the buddy, ever.
Isn't there like a genetic thing with like Asians sometimes where it's like because of their diets, they don't really excrete that much?
No. If it's gonna stink, it's gonna stink. But here's the thing. Here's the benefit. Everybody keep this as a benefit. If your wife asks you, keep this as a benefit, okay? Because I always smell like cigar, no matter how BO I have. Okay? So if your wife is like, why do you smoke cigar all the time? He's like, because I got BO. Covers it up, 100%, guaranteed. You know, in fact, your clothes will still smell like cigars if you leave it in the basket.
Yes.
So let's say you just went to the gym and you didn't take a shower and need to run. Put on a cigar shirt, nobody will say you stink.
yeah, you're right.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
no. Hold on, let me reverse that. Put on your cigar shirt, none of your guy friend will say you stink.
True.
Because the other people might say, you reek tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta go, that's the smell of man.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't believe me? You don't believe me? Go look at the ingredient of your cologne and perfume. What is the ingredient in there?
Tobacco.
Mm-hmm. You'll find cedar wood or tobacco.
Yep. Food. Tobacco.
So I am just taking a piece out of my cologne, put on my body as a bright byproduct of my enjoyment.
Good way to think about it.
Right? I taking a byproduct as enjoyment.
I thought this was tobacco smell, but it's not.
A lot of cologne kind of more pungent.
Mm-hmm.
So I am just smoking cologne. Or you think about it, right? Okay, what kind of flavor cologne do you have? Floral? Earthiness? sometimes cocoa, sometimes coffee, sometimes
Citrus.
woodsy.
Yeah, citrus, woody, sandalwood.
I got it all in my cigars, everyone. Because I guarantee any of my cigar will fit at least one of those categories.
Yep, true. Even the candles, you know, I have an espresso right here.
Right.
I have
Right.
this one I have burning right here is tobacco.
Right? Any of our cigars will fit at least one category. So in theory, you're smoking a cologne.
I mean, it smells good to men. That's why we have like the tobacco, cedar wood, sandalwood, citrus type of notes.
Food. You have amber, sandalwood, all that kind of stuff.
Right? So if your wife was like, hey, you stink, you need to put some cologne on. You just take your cologne and says, look at that.
Tobacco.
I already got cologne on me. Smell as manly as I can get. But I don't like that smell. Well, that's because you're a woman. Shouldn't smell like a man. I don't want to smell like grapefruit.
Oh.
And I definitely don't want to smell like rose.
Yep, or fruity.
So I smell like tobacco. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. One thing I need to find out. Okay, so tobacco smell, breath.
Huh?
The way to get rid of tobacco breath is oil.
Right.
Okay? And I know a lot of people buy sprays and rinse their mouth and stuff like that. Doesn't work because none of those has oil. They have alcohol.
Right.
So I haven't seen any mouth spray that contains oil per se. So guys, if you smoke a cigar and you have breath issues, go get a burger.
Okay.
Go get a burger. Go eat a steak. Go eat a taco. Okay?
Right.
Eat something. Because even if you put the spray, it's not gonna clean the scent that fast because alcohol dries it up. That's why alcohol's in there. Alcohol dries it up. Okay? Become a spray and missing, disappears. But oil will stay. Okay? So when you eat, it goes down your throat. It actually coats your throat, and that's where the smell came from. Because you can brush your teeth, and brush your tongue until it bleeds, you still smell like tobacco. Why? Because that smells actually in your throat, where your nasal cavity is. So in order to get rid of that, you need oil.
What happens if you get a capsize of like olive oil or avocado oil?
It might smell pretty nasty, and I don't think you want to just chug olive oil.
Yeah. It's just that little capsize. Not a lot, like just to coat your tongue. And
You want something pungent enough, right? So hamburger is pungent, onion is pungent, right?
True.
So if you have something like soda and stuff, it's not gonna do it. You need something with oil, right? And this is why when you smoke a cigar and you drink a bourbon will cover it up. You smell like more like an alcoholic than someone that smoked, right? Because bourbon has oil. So just go eat something and you will cover it up. And that's something you have. Don't you go like, oh, Tony go tell me to go eat something, I'm gonna go have a salad.
Fuck a salad.
Right? Tony tell me to eat something, I'm gonna have an orange. No, you need something with oil. Go have a steak.
Slice of bacon.
Yeah, get a slice of bacon. Slice of bacon or hamburger, steak, anything that's pungent with oil, even salmon. It has salmon with lemon on it, you eat it, the taste goes away.
No.
Oil is a key. I haven't seen anybody make a mouth freshener with it because every mouth freshener comes with alcohol, so keep it long shelf life.
Mm-hmm.
And the alcohol dries up really quickly. It doesn't get rid of anything. It might kill the surface germ, but that surface germ isn't going to be covered up. So have something with oil, it'll go away. Another myth way is to lick on a piece of metal, like aluminum or something like that. I have not tried that.
I ain't trying that.
but they say apparently that chemical process, exchange of ion, will kill that germ. But
That
still,
reminds me of a picture of a periodic table that said, "Can you lick it?"
well, you can lick pretty much every metal that's stable. Right? You can grab a aluminum, you can grab a stainless steel. Yeah. But I don't think that solves the problem with your nasal cavity and your throat. It'll come back. So all the mouthwash you can use, it'll come back because as soon as you breathe, the alcohol dries up, the flavor sense goes away, then your throat will start to bring that air back. So just go eat and it'll resolve the issue.
Good to know. All right, the more you know.
Yeah, go eat. Obviously, they still gotta say you smell like tobacco. That's because your clothes have tobacco. Then you gotta use my second method, which is make that essential oil alcohol spray and spray on your clothes. It'll stay there, and you'll go away. Again, the key is oil.
All right. Essential oil cologne.
Well,
And burns.
you want like mint essential oil, spearmint essential oil mixed with some alcohol and water, and just spray it on your clothes. It goes away. That smell goes away. If you guys ever hang out with me, I have a jacket that's blue. It's a semi-dressy one. I wear it all the time to go hang out with you guys when I need a jacket. I have not washed that jacket for a long time. It does not smell like tobacco. Because every time when I get home, pss, 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 hang it. There you go. The more you know. Now you guys just learn how to get rid of all that smell before you go on a date.
I'll tell you what, sometimes I don't even spray my sweaters because I'll wear a sweater and I'll put it right back into the closet. I just keep a fucking baking soda thing in the closet.
You can air it out. If you want, if you want to just don't want to wash your clothes that has a smell, just air it out. Hang it outside.
Yeah.
My sweater has got like I've had it for many years. It's already like starting to fade the design. So I won't wash it all the time. I'll just put it in there with like some baking soda. And
if you have any clothes that stinks and you want to get rid of the smell, bring it with you when you go mow your lawn.
Not bad idea.
It smell like fucking lawn.
It smells like grass.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, it's like with me in my office. I have a reverse fan, so I leave my clothes when I'm done like taking a shower on my chair that's right next to the reverse fan. So it blows out. And in the morning, I take a smell. If it's not that bad, then I'll put it in the hamper. If I just leave it in the hamper, the whole entire hamper is gonna smell like cigar.
Oh, my hamper smells like cigar. Every night I go up there to toss in the hamper.
Yeah.
My hamper smells like cigar.
Since I share the hamper with my wife, I want to infuse my smell with her clothes.
Oh, you definitely want to. That tells her to go wash those clothes.
True.
You put it in there, it's gonna smell like tobacco. Yeah, go wash them. They won't.
That's the common courtesy I kind of do. Whenever I'm done, I just put my clothes hung up right on top. I don't even know the directions. There you go. I'll put it right here next to the fan. And in the morning, it's done.
Damn genius.
Genius, see? Damn genius.
Don't let the smell, go wash it. My hamper's in my bedroom, and my wife will smell it, and it will remind her to go wash them. Anyways, 11:06. That means that is the end for today. Good question. Thanks to Louis Smoke. Louis Smoke, good questions. Thank you for entertaining us. Like I say, if you guys don't like a certain topic, bring another topic. We'll keep talking about it, right? And then if you have problems, just bring out another topic. We'll talk about it, right? Our conversations are not driven by what's needed. So,
Wow.
there we go. So that will be it for today. I will see you guys, and I'm gonna try to see you guys on Saturday. If you don't see a notification, we don't have a show on Saturday, but if we do, make sure to join us on Saturdays so we can have another good chat, okay? So have a good night, everybody. I'm gonna jump over to Discord and finish my cigars. If you haven't joined our public Discord is on top. very white characters on top, and you can join our public Discord and chat. Okay.
Yep.
Anything other than
Check
that?
this out.
We're gonna jump over to Discord. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Good night,
Check this out.
everybody. Thanks for
Check this
joining.
out.
What's up, guys?
Type this out. Want to join?